Hello there, welcome to another great video game ideas not used video, GVGINU for short. As always, I'm Andre and it is a pleasure to share my thoughts with you. And I know people are probably thinking I'm doing negative Xbox One news because I'm a Nintendo fan. I'm actually a fan of all three companies to some extent. So I want them all to be successful. But I found an article that was just put out today, like maybe 2, possibly 3 hours ago, probably 4 by the time you see this video, which I will link it in the description. Yeah, basically saying that the Xbox One carries none of the features of the 360 outside of maybe online play and Xbox Live. That's just my guess, though. But I'm looking at this now. If anything in this article is disputable, please tell me. I'd rather know ahead of time. But if it's true, I don't want people coming on and saying I'm trying to be some sort of fanboy or anything, or I'm just looking for shit to talk about on Microsoft. If I hadn't seen this article, I wasn't planning on doing a video today. I mean, you can tell how scruffed up I am. I was going to shave. But I saw this and I was like, I don't know how many people know about this that are planning on buying it. I don't know how many people this will actually affect who are going to buy it. But since Microsoft is toting themselves around as the all-in-one media console, well, I figure these are some things that people might be concerned about. Now, again, this isn't an attack on Microsoft. I don't like trying to attack any of the gaming companies. I'd rather see them all be successful. Though I wish that there were certain things that changed with all three of them. But anyway, I'm going to go in and I'm not going to say verbatim everything he says. I will just go over the things he talked about. It says Xbox One can't access my music collection. That's a bold section he has. And he talks about how his 360 is naturally connected to his home network and his Windows PC's music collection. And because the 360 is wired to their home theater, he could sit back and just chill out and listen to the songs from his PC without having to do a whole lot. And whereas with the Xbox One, he literally has to go to his computer and set it up on his computer first and then head back to sit down and be able to enjoy music. I'm using my cell phone to kind of look it up because I found it while I was on my computer, but I figured, like I said, I'm going to just give this a shot. And like, instead of having to get back up, going back and forth, he prefers to just use his 360 for it. The Xbox One doesn't show photos, doesn't show my photos. The guy's name is Peter K. I'm sorry, I meant to say his name before, and I just thought about the fact that I didn't. But and this guy says it's like he's been a long time Xbox player since like day one, so that goes back to the first generation Xbox. But one of the things we love doing as a family is to show pictures, give an event on our big screen. Okay, and the 360 was easily able to access the 20-year collection of photos that were on the computer within seconds. Though the Xbox One can't quite do that. It has to upload photos to SkyDrive, which is Microsoft's version of Dropbox, as people should know, which is limited to 7 gigabytes when this collection is like over 100 gigs. Oh gosh, that's a lot of photos. Before he can show them on the Xbox One, he has kind of a scrutinizing name for the Xbox One, so I'm not going to repeat it. It takes quite a while for it to upload to SkyDrive too for that 7 gigs of pictures. But the Xbox One doesn't play music in the background. Sorry, my throat got dry here. He said one of the favorite things his wife and he used to do was select the treasured family event, watch the photos, and play music in the background. And he also loves being able to listen to music while he plays games. dry throat and it's messing up my video. It said 360 did it efficiently and, of course, without much of a problem. The Xbox One, it doesn't quite do it that way. So when you play music on the Xbox One, it snaps about 25% of the screen to display a black bar with the name of the artist and the title of the song. And pretty much if the music is, well, that's if it's coming from your PC. I don't know what it means, what it would do if it's on console. Don't ask me. So there's just a waste, a complete waste, and a perfect way to burn in your expensive plasma TV. I don't think as many people have plasmas, so that's probably his personal gripe there, but I like plasma TVs. I just don't have one. So whether you're trying to look at a piddly 7 gigs of photos or play your game or anything else, if there's music on, 25% of your screen is black. I had to read that part word for word. And unlike the 360, you can't adjust the volume relative to game playing volume, which essentially ruins the music plus gaming experience. That really, I don't agree with that one, because a lot of video games have amazing soundtracks, and I like the music from within the game, unless it's like I'm playing online multiplayer and like a shooter. Then I'll go ahead and put on like some rock and just like have fun playing. But again, that's personal speculation from me for that. And says Xbox One won't play media content. That's another bolded section. It said like this PC is usually connected to their cable TV and access their DVR, and they wanted to watch shows. But at the same time, that one you kind of get around to, like you connect the Xbox One to the box, and it does that. So that is because you can't use it through Media Center is probably what makes them agitated about it. But you can do that directly on the console itself. So that one I'm not even going to worry about. But he did say when you buy the next generation of a product, you naturally expect it would do all the things from your original product did and do them better. Now in this case, whether or not they're done better, that is subjective. But I mean, like I said, if these things are true, I don't know personally because I don't have an Xbox One. I haven't really messed with the machine much either, so I don't know personally. So that's why I'm just putting it out on YouTube. Let you guys talk. If somebody who watches my videos has one and this is true, all I would like is confirmation. If it's not true, tell me. And if you think the dude's just being a whiny brat, hey, you can say that too. I really don't care. I just thought maybe people who were planning on getting it and didn't have it yet might want to know. I mean, I found the post on found this on Huffington Post, and like it quite clearly says like, yeah, it was a rush job. Is this not really living room friendly as it's supposed to be? As living room friendly as it's supposed to be. It said don't buy the Xbox One unless there's like a specific game on it that you want to have. And he said something in here that I didn't know about, which I was like, I'm a little bit skeptical on that, and it's Forza. This is like Forza has great graphics and physics, but they make it so that you have to buy a lot of the stuff in game with purchases that on top of buying the game for $60. If that's true, y'all being some greedy people, Microsoft. Y'all gotta stop that crap. Like seriously, the game is $60. You shouldn't make a bunch of online transactions. I mean, microtransactions part of the game. If that is true, oh gosh, I'll tell people steer away from Forza. Gosh, that is not worth it. I say, well, that's that, I guess. He says his fix to this is going to be plugging in his 360 to the HDMI port of the Xbox One. which I'm pretty sure if people have the console and they figured out it can't do a lot of things that the 360 did, which it took time for the 360 to be able to do that stuff, mind you. But it's probably that's probably what other people did. They just hooked up their 360s to it, but we'll see. Guess I'm pretty much done there. I mean, there's not much else I can really say. So yeah, just a word of warning, I guess. So keep your eyes and ears out for more of my stuff, and until the next time, enjoy your games.